Actually, sa journalism, ano yan eh, it's a crucial skill. Is it a skill? It's not, well, I guess it's a skill, pero parang ano rin eh. It's, I mean, without empathy, I'm not sure that the story is any good. Whether it's a news report or a documentary or photographs. Kasi, ano eh, magre-reflect din siya in your output one way or the other eh. Sa isang banda, ano pa rin, maraming mga times na, I'm not gonna lie, maraming times na I still feel uncomfortable or nahihiya pa rin ako minsan when pupunta kami sa isang lugar, malungkot yung kwento, we'll stay there for 3 days, 4 days, and then we'll do a story about what they're going through. And then parang, go back home, komportable naman ang buhay ko dito, and then they're left back there, with hardly any improvement in their lives. Parang medyo I'm past the idea that all a journalist has to do is to tell a story and then you forget about the subjects afterwards. Parang feeling ko hindi enough yan eh. So parang ayoko na magpaka-sad boy and and parang say that parang I'm so guilty doing these stories. But parang I guess what I'm trying to say is that has to be constantly on your mind para at the very least yung kwento nila mabigyan mo ng dignidad at maibahagi mo sa ibang mga tao in the best way that you can in a way that will genuinely impact their lives. Hindi lang basta voyeurism, hindi lang basta look at this, kumakain siya ng basura, grabe no, parang ganon. Even if you just generate awareness on one level, kung iniisip mo na rin na parang paano ba makakatulong ang story na to to bring awareness and not just to bring awareness to actually start a conversation about what the solutions are, then I guess that's a better output than just going there and just taking photographs of this parang really sad and really arresting situation or phenomenon.
Ganda. I did want to ask did you ever find the need na you had to detach emotionally from the heaviness of some stories, or is that something you picked up by just being exposed to a lot of grief? Honestly, because I watched the documentary you did then yung isang taon na ng pandemya, diba? And that was just really heavy, diba?
Very heavy.
I can't imagine
Very
even
heavy.
the editing of that would have been so tough, so yeah, do you find yourself having to detach emotionally to these kinds of stories?
It's hard to say that there isn't some level of compartmentalization involved in doing this kind of work. Luckily, I think over the years, maybe almost inadvertently, I've developed that kind of skill where you kind of have to remind yourself that parang you're there for a job and you can be of the best help to people, for example, in a disaster scenario, if you're able to hold it together. But I can't say it's easy. But at the same time, like we were talking about earlier, yung empathy, it's a secret weapon almost that storytellers have to have, whether they're journalists or producers, you have to feel pa rin Kasi I think it enriches the story. The important thing lang is being mindful about all of these emotions, kind of being aware that, you're feeling frustrated or you're feeling angry and so on. And trying not to get overwhelmed, I suppose, by those emotions. I think the worst thing that can happen or ang kinatatakutan ko rin is isang araw parang wala na siyang effect sa akin. parang hirap naman ng ganun. Akala ko nga magiging ganun ako after a while. Pero mas mas lumalim pa yung empathy ko. I don't know why. Pero ngayon nga mas affected na ako nung mas bata-bata pa ako. Pag nakakita ko ng trahedya, may mga kunyari mga bangkay or dealing with loved ones who have lost, somebody very dear to them, parang mas kaya ko pa siyang harapin eh. Pero nung tumatagal, hindi ko alam kung dahil parang kumbaga chipping away at my armor or something. Pero ano na siya, it's even more difficult for me kasi parang feeling ko siguro mas lumalim yung appreciation ko kung ano ba yung pinagdadaanan nila. Especially, halimbawa, nagkaroon ako ng mga pamangkin. So, ngayon tuwing meron akong na-encounter na story, halimbawa, yung ginawa naming documentary tungkol sa mga child laborers kasi lumala yung phenomenon because of the pandemic. Parang nakikita ko na yung mga pamangkin ko dun sa mga subjects. So parang ilang taon na siya, 6 years old. Wow, kasing tanda lang siya nung pamangkin ko. Tapos parang it kind of hits harder. Pero that's okay, and I think wala namang problema to feel those things. It's just you have to be in control of it.
It isn't Orthodox?
No.